starting a new round, and now we will have to deal with an environment. And it's the Sky Phantoms. Reveal 2 Apex cards in your hand that are not hatchlings, or eliminate the top card of your Apex deck. So I need 2 cards in my hand that are Apex cards that are not hatchlings. And I think I am out of luck because I only have 2 Apex cards, a Harvester and a Hatchling. So no luck there. Or I have to eliminate the top card of my Apex deck. And we're going to lose a Harvester. And when we eliminate, it goes to the elimination pile up here. There may be a chance to get it back in the future, but right now the Sky Phantoms took out my Harvester. We need to repopulate the game trail. Got some big game coming out. They don't have an ambush. Now if something has an ambush on it, we have to deal with it. Another prey card. No ambush, no special writing at all on that one. And now this is the 4th round, so we're probably going to run into the T-Rex sometime soon in one of the next, either the next round or the round after. We got another dynamic vitality. Got a bunch of dynamic vitality. I don't have any alert cards in my hand that I have to worry about. Now, I could set up an ambush. I only have 3 hunt right now. If there's a Titan card in the game trail, then you may gain a carcass card from the elimination pile or your discard pile. Well, there is a Titan. Do I have a carcass? I have a carcass, but they're the prey carcasses. They're only worth 1 evolve. So when I play that, I can use it to gain an additional evolve. Then we got our metabolic growth. I don't have any hatchlings in the elimination pile, but I do have a hatchling in my hand, so I'll play metabolic growth, so that hatchling will be worth 2. So now I could go after this big game here, which needs 4, instead of going after the prey, which is a 3. That'll give me a better result as far as evolve points go. So I didn't set up an ambush, but before that I'm going to play the egg to hatch a card. It's another Harvester. And then I may draw a card, and I will. And this time it's my Titan carcass. It's going to give me 3. So we'll add that to the carcass there. So now I have a total of 5. So that's good. Do I want to hunt? I think I should take down that big game. So I will hunt. My hatchling is worth 2, so that'll give me 4 total hunt points. And that's enough to take out this big game here. It doesn't have any hunt specifications, so we don't have to worry. And that'll go right into my horde for another 4 that I can use. And on our Harvester, if there's a Titan card in the game trail, you can gain a carcass from the elimination pile or your discard pile. So we'll get one of the prey carcasses, and that'll give us an additional 1, so we're at 6. And we have 7 down here in the horde that we can use also to make purchases. I could get another Harvester, We do have a dynamic vitality. We got a bunch of those. Lets you draw a card and eliminate afflictions. Then we have an egg here also. So I have some choices to think about. I am going to spend 3 from my hoard and 1 from my hand to give me 4 to purchase the harvester that was in the hatchery. Then I will spend 3 to get a dynamic vitality, and then the final 2 to gain an egg. I don't have any cards left in my hand to play. There's nothing in my draw pile, so I need to shuffle all of these so I can draw my new hand for the next round. There's nothing in the hatchery that I have to worry about resetting or recycling. And then we'll recycle everything else, our environment, our game trail, and the evolve pool. Let's see what we're starting with next time. Got an egg, a dynamic vitality, one of our harvesters, a prey carcass. We got 2 of our harvesters, and we got a metabolic growth. We will recycle our environment. Recycle this big Titan. It's going to go to the bottom of the hunt deck. Well, dynamic vitality. And we're all set to go into our next round, and I think we may be running into our T-Rex. Our next environment is a tropical storm. I can gain an alert card, adding it to my hand to draw 2 additional cards. If I put an alert card in my hand, I have to play it right away, which means I would wipe out anything here, and then it would alert anything in the game trail. Right now, these 2 don't have an alert on them, but what's coming up may. Oh boy. And I know, I bet you that T-Rex is coming up too. And I don't have quite what I need to fight it yet. So I'm not going to get the extra cards this time from the tropical storm. And I was right. There it is. T-Rex. Our boss. When the boss comes out, any other creatures that are on the game trail go back to the bottom of the deck in the order they were drawn. So you'll start here on the far right, and we will recycle them back. This can go anywhere on here. I usually just put it in the middle. We now have to make a choice. It's either fight or flight. If we fight, we're going to have to go through some bouts. And depending on how much hunt we can generate, that's what will happen to this boss. And now that I'm looking at this, and again, this is the first time I've played against the T-Rex, I can see that this is going to be extremely difficult. 5 health is a ton of health. And in order for me to do any damage or have a chance at doing damage, I have to generate at least 12. Because then I still gain an affliction card, and then this card, or this boss, gains an affliction card. So I'm going to get hurt. Unless I can generate 16, then it will get 2 and the battle will continue. There's no way I can probably even generate 8. And all that's going to do is I'm going to lose one of my apex cards and the battle would continue. So at this time, considering I only have the 4 and I don't have anything set up for ambush, there's no way I'm going after that Tyrannosaurus Rex right now. So I'm gonna have to flee. When you flee, the boss card is placed face down at the bottom of the deck for the game trail, or the hunt deck, and then that's it. The turn and the round ends right there. You keep these cards, you'll have the same hand the next time for the next turn. But then we go through the end of round. There's nothing on the game trail there. There's only the 1 card out there on the evolve pool that will get recycled. Nothing else is going on down here in the nesting grounds, and that's it. We go right into the next round. That'll take us right into our next round and our next environment, which is predation. Eliminate an egg in your hand. If you cannot, then all hatchlings in your hand are eliminated. Well, I wish I didn't have either, but my egg gets eliminated. I didn't have any hatchlings. Well, that stinks. I was going to use that egg. Now we'll get our game trail, and we got a minion. Ambush. Eliminate the closest card in the game trail, excluding Tyrannosaurus. Unless a card cannot be eliminated, then eliminate an apex card in your hand. Wow. Well, that hurts. I have to get rid of an apex card, and I only have 2, and those are my harvesters. This is not going well. I got 2 harvesters that have been eliminated. Our big game comes out without an ambush. This menace does have an ambush. Eliminate the top card of your apex deck. And that is another harvester. That's crazy. You got 3 of them that have been eliminated already. And then we got a big game. No ambush. And then we need to populate our evolve. We got an egg, metabolic growth, acute alertness, and then our metabolic transformation. Things are not going well. We only got 4 cards, or we only have 4 cards. I'll use dynamic vitality so I can draw a card. I got another prey carcass. Metabolic growth. I don't have any hatchlings in the elimination pile. I don't have any in my hand. Not a lot that can do for me. I only have 2. Is there a Titan? No Titan out there, so I'm not even going to be able to use the Harvester's ability. And everything needs more than 2. So I'm not going to do that. The prey carcass, I have 2 of those. I do have a 4 down here. What does metabolic transformation? You may eliminate any 1 card from your hand to draw another card. That might be useful. Or maybe I think I need the egg more than anything, so I can hatch more. I'll spend 2 to get an egg. And I don't want to waste 4 just on a card that's only 2 or 3. So I'll just stop there. These will get discarded. Not a good round at all. Hopefully we can do better in the next one. Got an egg. Oh, there's one of our, there's our affliction. Hatchling, hatchling, titan carcass, juvenile. So we have some more attack this time. Nothing's in the hatchery. I'm afraid this environment is going by too quickly. We're going to get to that meteor strike and extinction, and we're not going to nearly have enough attack built up to go after this T-Rex. What are we dealing with next? Botulism infestation. In player order, gain an affliction card. If it is a virus, then the card is added to your discard pile, and all carcass cards in your hand are eliminated. If it is not a virus, the affliction card is recycled. Alright. We do not want a virus. And it is not. It's one of the severe trauma. And it will get recycled to the bottom of the affliction deck. Thank goodness. That would have really been bad to lose our only large carcass, because we had our titan carcass in our hand. What we got going on in the game trail? We got a triceratops. No ambush. He's worth 4. Not a bad one to get. Got dynamic vitality and another active alertness. I know the T-Rex is not coming up soon, so I'm not going to set up an ambush. I'm going to use... Well, let me use my egg first to hatch a card. And it's a hunter killer. Cost 8. Ooh. It's 4 attack and he gets an extra 3 attack when it goes after predators and minions. Man, I wish there was a way. It's possible. No, it's not, because I only have 3 there and 4 there. But I'm about to gain some, so we'll be able to get a hold of that card. Good. Oh, I'm also allowed to draw a card. So I hatched a card, and we got a prey carcass. So that's good. So now we got 4 evolve points there. And now we will attack with everybody, and that'll give me 4. Yeah, 4. And I'm going to go after this big game over here because it doesn't have any hunt text. So I don't have to worry about that. It was worth 4. And it gives me 4 also. That was a really successful hunt there. And now we want to get a hold of this hunter killer. So I'll spend 4 on my carcasses. And then I'll spend 1 of my big game from my horde. Get the hunter killer and add it to the discard pile. I wasn't able to eliminate this, so it will get discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, just enough. And we're going to get an egg, prey carcass, hatchling, 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 and the harvester. So we get some good attack coming up. recycle our decks. Get that game trail. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a Titan out there. That harvester will be able to use its bonus in the next round. Got a good chance of that since we have a couple of spots open now. Alright, what are we dealing with now? A blinding agent. Oh great, this thing's spitting on me. You've been blinded by venom from a Dilophosaurus. Discard an apex card in your hand. Well, at least it's only discard this time and not eliminate. An apex card. Well, it's definitely going to be a hatchling because I don't want to get rid of the harvester. So we got going on in the game trail. It's a prey card. And another prey card. No luck with the Titans. And there's a warning on that one. Hatchlings cannot be used to hunt this card. And I guess thematically that makes sense that a pterodon flying around in the sky is not going to be taken down by a hatchling. And another egg. I don't think the boss is coming quite yet. I still think I have a little bit of time. So I'm not going to set up an ambush. I think I might set one up in the next round though, because then my deck will be here. And if I gain an alert, it'll be a while before it goes back into my draw pile. Let's play the egg first. Oh, and we got a hatchling. Whenever a hatchling comes from your apex deck, it automatically goes into your hand. So that worked out pretty good. There's nothing in my draw pile, so I need to shuffle this up so I can draw a card. And you have to set the ambush up before you play any cards. Like now, for example, I can't set up an ambush with anything because I would have had to do that before I played anything. And also if an alert goes off, then you can't set up an ambush on the same round that you had an alert in your hand that was played. Oh, it's a flesh wound. Once again, I'm going to go for the most bang for my buck, so to speak. Spend 4, and there are no Titans out there, so my harvester won't get its bonus. And I'll go after this big game card. So I have to reveal the top card of the affliction deck. If it is a flesh wound, I'll add it to my discard pile. That's another 4 into my horde. It's not a flesh wound. Great. That means it will not go into my discard pile. That will get recycled. I only have this one hatchling left, and now it's time to make some purchases. I have 2 cards with 4 on them each, and once again I don't want to spend one of those to get a 2 or a 3. I only have 1 carcass. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get this dynamic vitality because it allows me to eliminate affliction cards. Yeah. I better start using these up. So I'll spend those 4 to get a dynamic vitality. You don't get change left over, so I don't get like another 1 because I didn't use all 4 that I could use with that one. So no luck there. I don't have anything that I'm going to do with these. So these will all get discarded. Draw our new hand. And our hunter-killer is out. Maybe if we see a predator or a minion, we'll take it out. Got an egg, prey carcass, hatchling, juvenile, and a titan carcass. Good selection. I still don't think I'm going to have enough to take out this T-Rex. That thing is pretty massive, especially with that 5 health. That's crazy. Unless I get it to draw a couple of severe traumas, there's no way I'm going to be able to take that thing out. Only bosses I've been able to beat so far have been ones with 2 health. So, one with 5, oof, that's going to be tough. What harsh environment are we going to be dealing with? Ceratopsian Onslaught. Reveal 6 wounds in, 6 hunt points in your hand, or eliminate 2 apex cards. Well, this was definitely the right time to have the hunter-killer in my hand, because I have 6 total right there, which means I don't have to worry about losing another couple of apex cards right away. That didn't go too bad. Now we have a minion. What's its ambush say? Eliminate the closest card in the game trail. Unless a card cannot be... Okay. The closest card would be the pterodon, and it can only not be hunted by hatchlings, so it is eliminated. We got this menace here. Eliminate a hatchling in your hand. You son of a gun. So now we have a hatchling that's been eliminated. And now we have a titan out. Bad timing there. Metabolic growth. That'll go good with our juvenile being, our hatchling being in the elimination pile. I think it may be time to set up an ambush because I think T-Rex is coming soon. I should have paid closer attention to what the cards were leading up to it so I could remember and be able to anticipate. It even tells you in the instruction after you meet it the first time, if it goes back on the bottom, you can better anticipate. But I did not pay attention like I should. I could put both of these into the ambush. Because if I put the 4 in there, it's going to leave me with only 2, and I can't do anything with 2. And I don't want to take this minion out, and let me show you why. It is worth 5 victory points, but when you hunt it, you gain 2 affliction cards. Place them in your discard pile. If one is a virus, then this card goes back on top of the hunt deck. So even then, it would go right back. And I have not seen a virus card yet, so I'm afraid that if I have to draw 2 cards, one of those is a virus, I won't even get that or the victory points. It's just going to be right back here again. At least there, it's holding a spot. Yeah. I'm going to set up an ambush, put both of these cards into my ambush point, which means I have to gain an alert. That's going to go in my discard pile. Now I can play this egg to hatch a card, and it's a Titan Slayer. That's a good 4. When played from the ambush point, you may sacrifice the hunt on this card to hunt the Titan in the game trail. I really want it for that 4 attack more than anything. So I need to generate 7, which I can do. And I can draw a card. And it's another egg. Good. I'll hatch another one. And it's a hatchling, which means it goes to my hand. And I can draw a card. And it's a harvester. And now there is a Titan out there. And I will attack, because I have 3 now. And I think this one I can go after. It does have a hunt clause. Reveal the top card. Here's a flesh wound. Okay, so I may gain a flesh wound. That's not too bad. It'll give me another 3 here in my horde. Yeah, so I'll spend these 3 hunt points. Gain that. Is this a flesh wound? No, it's a virus. Wow. I called that. I knew one of these was coming. And I'm not going to get the virus. It will get recycled. Whew. Dodged it there. That, good anticipation. I'll pat myself on the back for that. And I got a Titan. I don't think there's a carcass. There is not a carcass in the elimination pile. Is there a carcass in here? Yep, just the one, the prey carcass. So thanks to the harvester, I can add that to my hand, and now I have 5 over here. How do I want to play this? Maybe I can get some of these cards too. This is going to cost me 7. These are 3. Okay, let's do it this way. We'll spend 4 and 3. So this 4 was here. 3 will give me 7. I can purchase the Titan Slayer. That leaves me with 2 there. I have 3 here. I'll spend the 2. This allows me to add to my ambush point without an alert card. Or I can hatch something else. I'll go for the egg. And then I'll spend this 3 to get a metabolic growth. And I think that's everything. I don't have any more cards in my hand. So that's definitely the end of that. A lot of purchases were made there. Do we have 6 here? No, we have 5. So there's danger that that alert card could come up right now and wipe out my ambush. And this is all going to come down to the shuffle. If I get lucky, or really unlucky. So those are shuffled. We'll put that one right there and we'll see what it is in a second. We got our dynamic vitality, metabolic growth, prey carcass, and it looks like it's a hatchling. We did not get the alert. I do think we're getting close to the end here though. I think we're just about done with our environment. I think since we got 2 spots here that we're going to see our buddy T-Rex come out. Please take a moment to click on the links and check out the other videos on the channel. If you like what you see, please consider supporting the channel through Patreon or my GoFundMe page. The link to that is in the video description below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave some comments. Your support is appreciated, and I'll see you in my next video.